Good morning, everyone. I'm from Oxfam. I'll just quickly outline the way Oxfam works and then talk more specifically on the land issue. Oxfam is made up of member Oxfams. So we have Oxfam GB, Intermon in Spain, Nova in the Netherlands. We also have newer members like Oxfam India and Oxfam Mexico. We work in about 100 countries around the world on humanitarian work and development work. And we also do lobbying and campaigning at the national, regional and international levels. We work in diverse ways. We work directly with communities, we work through partners, and we work in alliances. And we've worked on the land issue in many ways for many different years. But land has really now become a campaign priority for us. In response to the steep rise in land grabs. As Oxfam, we do our own research and we reach our own conclusions, but most of all we go to great lengths to work in partnership and alliance with other CSOs where we can, aligning our positions and joining a common struggle. So, for example, in our land work today, we're working with the International Land Coalition as one of the partners working on the matrix that you saw yesterday, the big database of land grabs. We work with other CSOs in Rome around the Committee on Food Security. And I think what unites us is we certainly agree on what makes a land grab. We agree on the desperate need to create space to fight back. We agree on the need to put land grabs at the top of the political agenda. And we all agree, I think, that voluntary guidelines are in no way better than mandatory guidelines. And obviously, this is something that we prefer to see. I think where we still have questions is where's the best location to get change? Is it Rome? Is it Geneva? Is it with the IFIs in Washington? Is it with national governments? Is it in the boardrooms of the multi-stakeholder initiatives? And I think also we need to work more together on what our definition of good is. What is a good investment in agriculture? And present a strong positive vision. But whatever we do, I think we need to respect all efforts that are happening, wherever that is, in Rome, in Addis Ababa. Let's stress our common ground, working together. The last thing I'd like to say is, I think there's a real challenge to us as CSOs now about what we can do to reverse this trend of land grabs. As June mentioned, Oxfam set itself a goal for its new campaign, which we're launching in the summer, which is Stop Land Grabs. We've never not been very ambitious. But how can we do this? Obviously, there's the work at local, national and regional levels supporting struggles for justice, which we will continue to do. But at the international level, I think there's a number of ways we can address this. We've already identified what's causing land grabs, what's driving land grabs. We need to keep naming and shaming those who are involved in these deals, but we need to go beyond this and start looking at how can we hold actors accountable, whether that's the IFC, whether that's biofuel companies, or whether that's investment funds. We need to start using different mechanisms to hold those actors accountable, whether that's the OECD guidelines on multinational enterprises, or whether that's the IFC's complaints ombudsman. We have mechanisms out there where we can hold actors accountable to what they're doing and also win redress for the communities involved. And I'd like to just end by telling what I think is a really inspirational story that we were involved with peripherally. A couple of years ago, two of our partners in Indonesia, Sawit Watch and Forest Peoples Programme, were fighting a land conflict case around palm oil that involved the East Asian trader Wilmar. And the IFC was involved in financing Wilmar, so they brought a case through the ombudsman to challenge this IFC investment. They succeeded in winning this case, but it didn't stop there. They also succeeded in getting the World Bank President, Zelik, to suspend all World Bank Group loans to the palm oil sector and totally reform the World Bank's approach to palm oil sector lending. So they achieved some massive policy change. They achieved change to an entire sector. They also achieved change to the company policy. Wilmar has really changed the way it acts. And they also won some limited redress for the communities involved. Some communities have now won their land back. And I think the challenge to us as international NGOs is, and as CSOs, how can we take more cases like that and really start going after some of those, whether public or private sector investors. We know who they are. Let's start naming names. Let's start going after them with whatever mechanisms we can use. Thank you.